Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. So a blanket is important today and one block. So a blanket and a block. Good morning, good morning. The pause concludes, we're back at it. The pause is good and unsettling, and good for being unsettling. Your Guru Paraj Striker always says, how do you know the efficacy of a practice? You stop doing the practice and you notice, do you miss it? Does it serve to return you to yourself? Are you more yourself when you're engaged in that practice? And absolutely, this is definitely the thing that puts me together. So we are beginning Vishuddha, which is the fifth energy center here at the throat. And that's its locus, but really it extends from the roof of the mouth, the palate, including the canals of your ears, and all the way down to the diaphragm. That if this is the space of our sound and our frequency, that it involves the mechanisms of breathing, of speech, and also of hearing. Vishuddha is the way in which expression is passed into us, how we make meaning of what we encounter, and how we express and form our thoughts and our actions into words, into sound, into frequency. I'm oddly nervous this morning, right? So just double check that you have, the playlist is 5 Vishuddha, and you can find that on my website. You can find that on Spotify. You can find that off of the first page, the home page of my YouTube. You can find that off of the link tree on Instagram. So if you load that up, if you have an oil, the oil will go across the top of the chest. It will go along the base of the skull. And if you choose, it can go in a line along the soles of the feet. And this sets up in the other room on the box to the left. This is the current that the oils are encouraging. So, the reading is from the 4 agreements. The word is not just a sound or a written symbol. The word is a force. It is the power you have to express and to communicate, to think, and thereby to create the events in your life. You can speak. What on earth other animal can speak? The word is the most powerful tool you have as a human. It is the tool of magic. But like a sword with 2 edges, your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. One edge is the misuse of the word, which creates a living hell. The other edge is the impeccability of the word, which creates beauty, love, heaven on earth. Depending on how it's used, the word can set you free or enslave you more than you know. All the magic you possess is based on your word. Your word is pure magic, and yet the misuse of your word is black magic. I just want you to notice and catch any little whispers. I can or I can't. I'm not that sort of person. These little conversations internally are the way in which we form and hold an understanding of who we are. And when we get stuck to them and when they take a tight form, we believe our own words more than the limitlessness of who we are. So let this practice really be something that opens us up. We have a really lovely asana warm-up if you only have time for the asana, do that. And then we have an equal amount of kriya at the other side. So tuning in, sitting tall. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. Inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo And your playlist begins at oceans. The playlist is so chill. Very steady, very quiet. This is the place where we really begin to interact with the mind. So we're steady and sweet. On your back. Knees back. Knees bent, feet flat. And just double check that you don't have a shuffle running on your playlist or it'll mess us up. Palms down beside you, feet flat. On the inhale, your right hand overhead, your left leg long, draw your hands apart. Give it a moment, settle, adjust. And the right hand comes down. And the left hand overhead. Reach the hands apart, settle, change. And then hand down. Right hand, inhale. And then exhale, hand down. And the left hand. And down. And as you continue, you are opening the rib, you're deepening the breath. You're moving one at a time. As you reach your one hand overhead, press the opposite palm flat into the floor. It may not seem like much, but you're moving through the rotation of the shoulder, the collarbones, the scapula. Inhale, reaching the hands a little further apart. Exhale, put it back down. And you're simply getting a little more length up out of the fingertips. We go 3. And 2. Good, one more time. And bring it down. You turn right over onto hands and knees if you like, a blanket under your knees. Blocks up at the top. So little at a time, that reaching overhead will help to release the shoulders. Hands down, cat-cow. See if you can find the base of your thumbs, the first finger. Move through the throat, the collarbones, the back of the neck, up under the jaw. Just for 3 and 2. Keep that motion as you round knee to chest, as you open right leg back. And start to swing through the hips. So you've initiated the movement at the shoulders, at the base of the neck, through the spine, and into the hips. And then drawing the right knee to the elbow or the shoulder, across it behind you to the left. Inhale to open and exhale to close. 5, 4, 3, 2. And your right leg out beside, in line with the right hip. Put your right foot flat. Tuck your left toes under, come onto your fingertips. And on your exhale, just shift your weight, hips coming back. Keeping your right foot flat to the floor, on the inhale coming up. And on the exhale, folding back. So opening the shoulders, the elbows, the chest. And folding one more. Keeping your right foot flat to the floor. Tiny shifts side to side, through the ribs, through the hips. Finding the inner groin, the outer right foot, the inner arms. And rise up. Right foot steps outside of your right hand. Left hand onto a block. And allow your right arm to make a great circle. Let your hips move forward and back. And it's into that right shoulder that we are allowing a little more movement. You can turn your chin, explore. Allow your hips forward and back so the whole right side is exploring. Right arm stays beside your ear, but your hips continue to move for 3 and 2. And keeping your front knee bent, stay and lift your back knee, revolve. 3, 2. And looking down, setting down. And we change, hands to the floor, swinging The left chin, the left knee in and out. Tap your foot back, exhaling, coming in, exhale, reaching out. And begin to take your knee outside of your left shoulder and cross to the right. Opening through the side of the shoulder, the side of the hip, all the way into the sole of your left foot. 2. Stepping your left foot wide, left foot flat, in line with your hips. Come onto your fingertips, right toes tucked under, and shift your hips back and lengthen out. Keep the left foot on the floor. Inhaling, coming up, broaden your chest. A tuck of the chin, the hips go back. And one more, just like that. Keep the left foot flat, finding the outer edge of your left foot, the hips, a little bit side to side through the ribs, through the hips, folding in. And as you come up, the left foot steps outside of the left hand, the right hand onto a block. And the left hand makes a big circle. As you circle, let your hips move forward and back. And the whole body begins to open. The shoulders are so related to the hips. Keeping the left arm beside your left ear, let your hips continue to move forward, back. And then stay, lifting the right knee off the floor. Reach your back heel back, your left hand over, revolving. And set it down. Downward facing dog. Palms to the floor, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, walk your dog. The arms open out long, the hips wag side to side, the head falls heavy for 3. Finding the base of your thumbs, the base of your first fingers. Extend your arms to open your elbows. 2, knees can be soft. We'll come down onto the knees to kneel. You may keep your toes tucked under and just reach your hands high. Wag the hips, shift and open the front body. Turn your palms away from each other, and as you fold, take your hands to the back. So back to the hand to the spine, and inhale, sweep up. And down. The palms turn up as you come up. The palms turn back as you fold down. Stay here, only the right hand to rise. Lifting up, thumb points back. As you sweep down, look to the left, right hand back. Good. Left hand up, look forward. And now look right, left hand back. Right hand to rise, sweep up. And look left. Turning the chin as far as you can. Sweep up. Little lift, little back bend, and look right. Hands a little higher up the spine. One more each time. Sweeping up and folding down, look left. Right hand higher up the back. And the left hand, thumb back, hips forward. And left hand, palm back. Good. Hands and knees down dog. Feel the space of your chest, your armpits, your upper back. Breath. 3. 2, knees soften, arms open, chest is long. Fold your blanket in half and set it aside as you walk your feet up. Good. Hands to the hips, unfolding. Right hand wide, thumb down like you did kneeling, and the back of the hand to the mid-back. The left foot steps back. And set one block out in front. On your inhale, your left hand comes up. Stand in the left heel, hinge at the hip, and fold forward. Hand to the floor or to the block. Set yourself up so that you feel stable in the feet, in the left hand, and we move left hand high, rising tall. Lift the left thigh behind you. Hinge at the hip, tuck your chin, folding down. Follow the breath in and up. As you fold, revolve your navel to the right. And now stay. Perhaps the left arm beside the left ear, the hips towards the midline, the feet down and pressing away from one another. Right shoulder rolling open, right hand wide, the back of your hand to your spine. Drop your head a little more, roll your right shoulder open. And then hands to the hips, soft front knees, step up. And the left hand wide, thumb down, back of your hand to your spine. Right foot steps back, right hand high. Turn your navel left, square the hips and hinge. As you come down, set up your block or to the floor. Check your feet. You're balanced and stable. And now the right arm to rise. Inhaling up. You may wobble. Exhale, fold. We're building strength through the back body. We're building balance and awareness. Inhale to rise. Smooth it out. And down. And stay. Letting the right arm be long. The hips into the center line. Left shoulder rolling open, navel rolling to the left. Back of the neck going long. Good. And stepping up, hands to hips, unfold. Let your heels be heavy, let your spine be tall, let your palms face forward. Inhale, hands up high. Ha. Turn your palms away, down the backs of your legs, folding down for 3. Up the backs of the legs. Spread this, move this. You've made lines, you've made length, let it move through you. 2. Inhaling up. And all the way down. Oh, excellent. As you come up, bring your palms together, step your left foot back. Hands coming down. And then inhale, hands coming up. Keep your left hand high, right hand down. Turn your navel right. Inhale, warrior 1. And exhale, hand down, turn your navel right. Inhale, reach. And exhale, revolve. So you're drawing your hands apart, and then you're reaching your hands away from your heel into the floor. Your right hand reaches away from the left. Go one more. Each time the front knee bends a little further, the navel squaring to the right. And then stay and lift the heart and lift the gaze and lift the back thigh for 2. The shoulders soft, the chest broad, the thumbs point back. Hands wide, step up. Stand. So the chest is broadening. The legs are strengthening. Right foot steps back. As you bend your front knee, hands reaching high. Here'd be our warrior 1. Hands down, exhale. Right, so inhale, hands up high. Keep your right hand up. Left hand down, turn your navel left. Draw your hands apart. Inhale. And exhale, navel left, right heel down, hands apart. And up. And down. A little bit of a reach, the hands just ahead of the foot in front. Draw your hands apart, 1 more. Reach your left hand forward, stay. Draw your ribs back, lift your back thigh, draw your thumbs back. Warrior 1, standing tall. Broadening your collarbones firm into the floor. And then hands wide to step up. Turn your palms open and stand. Slight tuck of the chin, heels are long, tail is down. And just feel what's starting to happen across the throat. Sit right down, lie on your back. The right hand up overhead, just as we did before, and the right hand down. And the left hand up and overhead, and the left hand down. Good. As you raise your right hand now, lift your hips. That's inhale. And down. Left hand, lift your hips, look right. And then exhale, set down. Right hand overhead, lift your hips, look left. And down. Hips high, left hand overhead, look right. Stay a beat. And down. Left hand overhead, lift your hips, look left. And down. Hips up, both hands overhead. Hips stay high, elbows down, chest is broad. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. And roll down through the spine. Turn your palms open, make space under the chin. Draw your knees into your chest. A little bit side to side, shake out the feet, relieve any tension that might be there. And roll to a seat with your hands behind you, fingertips pointing forward. The heart comes high, bend your elbows and the elbows widen. As you press your hands down, your elbows wrap in and your heart comes up. We did this yesterday in our vinyasa. Bend your elbows, tuck your chin, widen. And then press into the base of your thumbs to lift your heart, to broaden your collarbones. One more, bend your elbows, widen, round, drop in, elbows wrap in, press down. Heart comes up, stay. If this is the best place for you to work, you stay right here, or we'll build table. So fingertips are pointing towards your heels. Lift your hips an inch. And rock forward to lift your heels, even lifting the heels of your hands. And then coming back, feet flat, hands flat, lift an inch. You could go more, but you don't. Right? Just finding our way. Rock a little forward, bend your knees, heels up, hands peeling, and then hands flat, heels flat, lift again. Bend. Rock a little forward, lift your heels, find the full length of your fingers. Hands flat, heels flat. Now stand in your heels, lift your chin, and trace a line across the ceiling above you and down the wall behind you. All the way out the top of your head, all the way out the back of your head. And with your attention in the back of your head, straighten your arms a little more, open the elbows, plug the thumbs in, stand in your feet. 2. And then trace that line up the wall, across the ceiling. Setting down, legs go out long, sitting tall, heels out, palms flat beside you. Just allow the collarbone, starting to notice that there is an upward tracking of energy through the body. And you bend your right knee and your left hand wraps around the front. Simple. Not big. Don't settle in. Unwind. Heels out, heart up. Bend your left knee, wrap your right arm. Simple. Only maybe 40% of what you can do. And uncoil, legs long. That's our movement for a minute here. Exhale, we turn. Inhale, we center. Inhale, open. Exhale, turn. Close your eyes. And you are gentle. And as you are gentle, the navel will turn. And as the navel turns, the navel is stabilized and the ribs will revolve. As the ribs revolve, the spine revolves and the chin will follow. And you'll make your way from your seat through the ribs, into the breath, through the shoulders, through the point of your chin, through the sides of your neck, all the way up behind your ears. And then let it become swift and simple as you're ready, turning and releasing. The arms beginning to perhaps swing as you turn, a loosening. Three, 2, and 1. Sitting tall, legs out long, be still. Notice the spine, and along the spine, the line of energy, the sushumna. Feel the space across the collarbones, up into the head, to the crown of the head, just noticing. The base of the skull is vast. No tension through the jaw or the mouth or the lips. Draw the soles of your feet together, sitting up, into cobbler. And extend your legs and rock back into boat. And roll up into cobbler. And then heels wide, sitting tall. And into cobbler, knees wide. And into staff, legs out, sit tall. Right? That's our flow. Super simple. You're using your low abdominal muscles. Boat. Cobbler. Exhale. Wide legs. Exhale. Cobbler. Exhale, press. Staff pose. Exhale. So the inhale is the transition cobbler. The exhale is the posture boat. To cobbler. Using your legs and your low abdomen only. Cobbler. Legs long, sitting tall. One more round. Cobbler. Boat. Cobbler. Heels wide, pause. Maybe hands behind you, pressing your heart high. Maybe hands inside, maybe folding forward. Maybe palms, maybe elbows. So we've built this beautiful length in your spine. Keep that. 3. 2. A little bit side to side, micro movements. Make freedom from the inner leg all the way through the inner heel and inner toes. Without using your hands to your legs, rise up with the soles of your feet together. Knees wide, cobbler, last one. Walk your hands a little closer. Walk your seat a little closer to your heels. Press your knees wide, broad collarbones. Outer knees pressing down for 3. For 2. And releasing into staff, legs long, heart high. Notice. A steadiness, a brilliance. Pause your playlist. So this space of Vishuddha is the base of the upper triangle, the place of the mind, the place of our mastery. So find your cross-legged seat, adding a blanket, a bolster, legs crossed, heart high, sitting tall. Notice what you've made. So these simple movements, these simple gestures serve to ground us, to remove emotional static, to rinse us and fortify the strength at the navel and to lift our heart. So each chakra has a seed sound and what's called a bij mantra. This is the space of our sound, and we can activate our sound the same way that we move in different ways to activate and clarify the body. And so the seed sound of Vishuddha is E. And we'll have a 4 count inhale and then a 4 count E. We'll just repeat this a few times. And what you're doing, just as you forward folded and rose, and when you finished there was a renewed sense of the body through those lines, we're clarifying the sound we make. E, right? The tongue spreads wide. Inhale, sitting tall. E. Inhale. E. Let your body relax around that sound. Two more. One more. And just pause and notice. Feel the throat, feel the face, the back of the head, the ear canals. Notice your reaction to sounding. Notice any reluctance to sounding. Are you comfortable? Is it constrained? Are you self-conscious? Because very often we can use this practice to reclaim our sound, to be comfortable in our own sound. If we aren't, we will be uncomfortable in all of our words. The bij mantra is VAM, V-A-M, and we have a very simple pulse of a repetition which we'll do for 1 minute. VAM, 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 VAM. Heart up, chin in. VAM, 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 VAM. At the throat, at the neck, in the mouth. VAM, 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 VAM. Soften around it. Soften your experience. Feel your sound. Trust yourself. VAM, 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 VAM. 5, 4, VAM, VAM, VAM. Feel the sensation in your body. Nad yoga is the yoga of sound. And the vibration goes where your movements cannot. Feel the throat, the back, the chest, the face. I am this sound. This sound is mine alone. Restarting your playlist at nature. Come to stand. So simple. So at nature we stand tall. Thumbs come to the throat. Feet are hip distance. Chest is broad. Notice what you've made the vibration from your sound, and simply let that through as you extend your arms. The chin comes up. And exhale, chin to chest, thumbs to heart. Inhale out. And exhale in. So start in an awareness of the physical body. Feel where the chin needs a little extra time. How is it tight through the jaw, through the base of the skull, through the back of the neck, up under the palate of the mouth? How that extends into the arms, opening the elbows. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you fold. And we stay. We're here 3 minutes. The eyes closed. The pace is up to you. As though we were lubricating the tension, the tightness, the stiffness of the neck and the throat, until you can feel it all the way into the navel, all the way down, standing clearly in your feet. And you find a rhythm that's steady and personal, and you see it through. I will be quiet for the next 2 minutes, and you will make it yours. Find the breath, close your eyes, and continue. Consistent in your movement, consistent in your breath. We're building mastery in the mind to see ourselves steady through our own distraction, through our own boredom or ineptitude. We are steady. Thumbs to the heart. And build your cross-legged seat. Just bring it with you. Set it down. Noticing the face, the head. We can have so much habitual tension that we don't even realize. Notice the face. Notice the head. Heart up, chin in, seat steady. Palms open. Hands wide, soft shoulders, soft elbows. So this is most modified. Turn to the left, turn to the right. It's a little rinse. It's not quick. It's as though you were wringing out a cloth. A little press. Inhale left, exhale right. As you're ready, the arms extend, the palms are open. Where can that turn go? Through the chest and the back, out the fingertips, thumbs pointing back, elbows open. No harm, no force in the turn. A steadiness in the breath and in the mind. Let the level of effort be one of delight. "30 seconds. Building steadiness, building sweetness. Keep softening internally what has to happen to your thoughts to continue. Chin to the center, inhale, 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, hands high. Chin up, breath out, arms wide and down. Find neutral. There will be a new neutral in the back of the neck, in the front of the throat, in the surface of your face. Notice. We're increasing circulation. Draw the left shoulder up and down, and the right and down. In, axe, in, axe. You're letting it drop. You're drawing it up and you're letting it drop. You're releasing the tension from the sides of the neck, the tops of the shoulders, under the shoulder blades. What can you put down? Just drop it out your hands, drop it out your shoulders. What are you carrying? How is it blocking your thoughts? And then just stay right with that rhythm. Five, 4, 3, 2. 2 shoulders up. Inhale, tuck your chin. 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in. And lift your chin and exhale and let it all go. Notice, turn your palms open. Feel the base of the skull, the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders. And come to kneel. A block between your heels. If you need 2 blocks, set up 2 blocks between your heels. Right? If you need to, you're welcome to be up on your shins. So we're going to have that whisper of ha. Close the mouth, out the nose. Light and steady and simple. That's the breath. If it's too much, long, deep breathing. And the palms open. Roll your thumbs away from each other. Open the palms, roll the collarbones open, draw your shoulders back, your shoulder blades down. That's most modified. When you're ready, start to lean, just go an inch back and pause. Heart up, chin in, activate the navel, lifting the pelvic floor, steady breath, open the arms right there. Any tension, any pain, any gripping in the low back, sit deeper into your seat or come an inch forward. As you can, take it an inch back. As you can, slightly lift the chin so that the front of your throat equals the back of your neck. Steady breath. It will get intense. If you need to, you come up an inch without losing your breath. We master ourselves. We find the edges of our experience, the edges of our discomfort. We clarify our ability to remain sound in who we are, in what we have to say. Arms are very strong. They are your counterbalance, reaching forward, the shoulders reaching back. The seat is deep into the floor, the body steady. You may tremble. If you need to, come forward slightly rather than quit. Don't give up entirely. Keep opening what your body may close. Keep lengthening through the spine. You've got 10 seconds, reaching out, steady breath. 5, 4, 3, 2. To come out, we'll take the heart high, the hands up. Inhale, chin up, 3 more. Heart up, chin in, stay 3. Reach, firm the arms, firm the navel, 2. Lift the pelvic floor. And then chin up, breath out, arms wide and down, backs of the hands to the thighs. Notice. Beautiful. Come off of kneeling, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Shake out your feet, shake out your knees. And you're going to rebuild your cross-legged seat for a moment. Actually, forgive me, come all the way down to the mat, lying on your back, and we'll release that. Shake the feet side to side, the knees up and down. Turn your palms flat to the floor. Right hand up and overhead, just as we've done before. Reach the left hand away and the right hand away. So the left hand reaches towards your feet, palm to the floor. Right hand down, left hand overhead, reaching. And down, and change. Option 1, keep it simply in the arms, simply in the hands, just like this. Or hands to shins, knees are bent. Opening your right leg, right hand overhead. And then exhale back to hand on shin, left hand open. And down. In to open, out to close. Reach your heel away from your hand. Press into your feet as though you were pressing into a wall ahead of you. Become very deliberate, very clear with each of your movements. A little tuck of the chin, the back of your head into the floor. Back of the neck is steady. So just neutralizing the movement of the back.
the reach of the arms, the chest, and the shoulders. Let it get a little quicker, a little easier perhaps. Opening and closing, opening and closing. Good. 3, 2. Feet flat to the floor, palms flat down beside you, right hand overhead, look left. Reach the hands apart, right hand back down, left hand overhead, look right. Good. And hands back down. Just pause, notice, let your hands relax. The back of the neck, the face, the skull, the body, the spine. Let the legs go long, let the palms turn open, let the body soften and be quiet. Feel the sensation, the frequency of this energy in your body. Interlace your hands behind the base of your skull, elbows wide, walk your feet together. Elbows wide. So this is modification 1. If necessary, this is the place to return to. Roll yourself up to staff pose and walk your hands back so slightly that bend of the elbows, the rounding, the elbows wrap in, the heart comes up. Just as we did to build tabletop, bend the elbows, wrap the elbows in, press down to rise up, just broadens. Anytime you need to, anytime it gets sticky or heavy, you bend your elbows, wrap them in, and rise up tall. Once you've found this place, reach into your heels, lift your heart in long, steady breathing. Four counts in, 4 counts out, or 6 counts in, 6 counts out, or even if you're ready, 8 counts in, 8 counts out. You will feel energy through the body gathering up into the head, and you stay steady. Eyes are closed, breath is smooth and circular, collarbones broad. Keep softening the edge you find. Keep softening the edge you find. Keep sitting deeply into the seat, broadening the chest, anchoring into the hands. Inviting the intensity to move through you.
Breath is full and smooth. You are the consolation you are seeking. Meet yourself where it's needed. Go right through. There's something on the other side, indescribable. Steady on. Deepen your breathing. You are all of this, and you are none of this. Keep softening where it grows intense. Keep softening. Deepen the breath, fill the chest. For 20 seconds. Where will it go? Where will you allow this growth? Three, two, explore the edge. Tuck of the chin, use your heels to draw you upright. Staff pose, hands to the floor, heart up, chin in. Feel. This is the energy of mastery. Roll the wrists, open and close your hands, tuck of the chin, pull with your heels to bend your knees, walk your feet in, a little round, a little rise. Any tension through the back of the neck, through the base of the skull, it can come out right there. We have one more place to go. Build your kneeling. So I like to have my blanket underneath my shins, patting your knees. It also gives a little edge for the tops of your feet to fall off. And a block between your heels. If you need to, you can be down on a chair. No worries. Hands up high, palms face forward. And we move forward. And we move back. So we're bringing it back down into the body. We're activating the navel. And at the navel, we digest. We break down. We assimilate. Exhaling navel to spine as you come forward. Inhaling. Coming up. The heart is up. The chin is in. The spine stays nice and steady. Bringing the work into the belly, that we could transform whatever we upturned in our body, in our emotions. Bring it into the belly, feed it to the fire. Walk your knees as close together as you can. And find a great last steadiness for one more minute right here. 30 seconds. That you could digest all the aspects of your life that you may be carrying or confused by, finished with, but unreleased, into the belly. Let it get smaller. Let it get smaller. Let it get smaller. One more. Pausing. Chin up, inhale, 3 extra sips. Heart up, chin in, reach. Extend the arms, tuck of the chin, lift the pelvic floor. Trace the spine to the crown of your head. Lift your chin and release. Palms open. Notice the sensations in your body. So one option is to stay kneeling, simple and steady, feeling all that you've made. The second option is to let go and lie back. Let the whole body open for the next 2.5 minutes. If you prefer, you can pause your playlist. If you're on your back, begin to deepen your breathing. Take your hands overhead. Walk your feet in, hold your shins, wherever you are, adjusting to meet either kneeling or legs crossed, heart high. If both of those are not appropriate, sit in your chair, wherever you can be, with the spine tall. We finish with 9 Oms. A is in the belly, U is in the chest, M is in the head. And the sound moves through us. Our sound moves through us. No other frequency is like our own. So sitting up tall, heart high, chin in, we'll have 9 repetitions, and then we'll stay simply seated, silent for 30 seconds, and then conclude. If it's new to you, let it be new. Become familiar with your own sound. Breathing in. Be totally still, totally at ease. Deepening your breathing. Sweep wide, inhale up. Palms together, bring it in, thumbs to your heart, in your mind or aloud repeat. I expand in success, abundance, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Reach wide. Thumbs to the forehead, center. I bow to this. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Sat Nam. Welcome to your sound, your voice, your presence, your most creative, magical power. Your tone of voice, your delivery, your words bring everything that you know into the world. And they are a declaration, I am this. They are a curse, go away. They are an invitation, come closer. Notice the space. Tune in, send me questions. This will be our sequence going forward. If you're a little tense, a little tight tomorrow morning or later in the afternoon, I want you to roll your neck. You moved in ways you haven't. Let it through. Until tomorrow, Monday through Friday, noon, thank you for your practice, and I will see you.